and I'm going to demonstrate how to slip one knitwise with the yarn in front, then knit two together, wrapping the yarn round the needle twice to form two loops, then pass the slip stitch over both loops just formed. I've prepared 2 rows of stocking stitch for this example, and I'm going to knit the first and last stitch of every row. So here we go. Okay, so knit the first stitch. Like that. Okay, now I'm going to slip one knitwise with the yarn in front. So bring the yarn around to the front of the needle as though you were going to purl, and slip the stitch as though you were going to knit it. Take the yarn back around the needle, ready for the knit two together. And what we're going to do is put the needle into the 2 stitches like an ordinary knit two together. But then we're going to wrap the yarn around the needle once and twice. So there's 2 loops on the end of the needle, and then pull it through and finish off just like an ordinary knit two together. And as you can see, there are 2 loops left on the needle. And then we'll take this slipped stitch here and pass it over the 2 loops just formed, leaving just 2 loops on the needle. Okay, so I'll do that again really slowly. I'm going to bring the yarn to the front as though to purl, and then slip the stitch as though you were going to knit it. Take the yarn back, ready for the knit two together. Put the needle into the 2 stitches as you normally would for knitting 2 together, and then wrap your yarn twice around the point of the needle. The same as if you were going to do it once, you just do it twice. Pull the stitch through and pass the slip stitch over the 2 loops that you've just made, and there they are, the 2 loops. Okay, in case anybody needs the continental way, I'll put the yarn over into my other hand. Okay, start off, we'll bring the yarn to the front as though to purl, and then slip the stitch as though we were going to knit it, and drop the yarn back, ready for the knit two together. Okay, put the needle into both knit stitches, and then wrap round once, wrap round twice, so there's 2 loops, 2 loops on the end of the needle. Just pull them on a bit and pull the stitch through like you normally would, and there you have the 2 loops that you've just made left on the needle. Pass the slip stitch over the 2 loops that you've just made, and there you have it, 2 loops. One more time. Okay, bring the yarn to the front as though you were going to purl. Slip the stitch off the needle knitwise as though you were going to knit it. Put the needle into, drop the yarn back, ready for the knit two together. Put the needle point through the 2 stitches like you normally would for a knit two together, but instead of wrapping it round once, wrap the yarn round twice. There's 2 loops on the needle. Pull it through, and there's your 2 loops left on the needle, and pass the slip stitch over like that, and there you have it. Oops. And knit the last one, and then on the right side Can you see that? can see, and it forms a little double decrease, and at the top of the double decrease there's 2 loops.